Dr. Russell Snyder, Associate Professor and Vice Chair in our Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, who's also holder of the Faculty Chair in Obstetrics and Gynecology, honoring Alvin LeBlanc, Harry Little, and Charles Powell. And he's also faculty sponsor for the Military Medical Student Association, will lead this year's military commissioning ceremony. Dr. Snyder?
Well, welcome to our 15th commissioning ceremony. This ceremony is a time-honored tradition that signifies a new officer coming to the profession of arms. It's the visible transformation of student to military officer, analogous to this ceremony being a transformation from student to physician. This oath is administered to every new officer as they swear to support and defend the Constitution of our United States. As such, each commissioned officer becomes an agent of the executive branch of the government appointed by the President, and this pinning of rank is a visible sign of this appointment and commitment. And it's, I think, a fitting symbolism that taking this oath first before taking the oath of physician is fitting, because they will, as long as they're in uniform, be officers first and doctors second. These physicians will be proudly serving their country to active duty personnel across the entire globe, as well as taking care of all the families back home and retired personnel. I'd like to invite right now the soon-to-be Captains Crane and Stevens to come front and center, and family as well. Okay, go ahead and raise your right hand. I state your name. Having been appointed an officer in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations. And I'd like to also welcome their families, and you can go ahead and face the photographers, right now. Their rank of captain will be pinned on for Captain Crane by his wife Alexandra, and for Captain Caitlin Stevens, her husband Chad, and parents Kim and John Hipp. Do you have the rank? Go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce Captain Stevens and Captain Crane. Thank you. And at this time, I'd now like to invite the soon-to-be Lieutenant Amy Lowry and her family. Great. I thought it fitting that I also tell you that the Navy always does things a little different. Amy will be pinning on the rank of a lieutenant, which is equivalent to the rank of captain. Amy's also not in uniform because the Navy makes it required that she attend officer indoctrination training prior to doing that. So we'll be just presenting her lieutenant bars. Amy, if you'll go ahead and face me. Raise your right hand. I state your name. Having been appointed an officer in the United States Navy, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations. And now, and her family is going to be presenting her with her lieutenant bars, and so you can go ahead and do that. Oh. Great. Great, and I'd like to welcome Lieutenant Lowry. That completes our ceremony, and if at this time we could go ahead and have the band play our medley.